Welcome back, people. I hope you all enjoyed our last video. If you haven't seen it yet, please do. In today's episode, we've got 20 scary ghost videos that will give you literal shivers. Make sure you stay tuned till the very end. And if you don't want to miss any of our videos, then please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we have new content. Let's get started. Number 20. This video was uploaded by a YouTube channel named Geek Girls. The recording first shows Indian trail trees, which have a very rich history, culturally modified. These trees have a distinct horizontal bend and were used throughout North America. Years ago, the secret nature of these trees and the grounds that they inhabit strike fear into many these days. They believe they may have desecrated one of these trees by carving into it, and that it may be the reason behind the supposed paranormal activity they've been witnessing for years. And when you look into this guy's history, you can see why he's so superstitious, so naturally.
In 2004, I was an embedded tactical trainer. We were looking to set up an Afghan base. My Afghan soldiers were living in tents in Jalalabad. We had these two old Soviet barracks we were looking at remodeling. When we were reviewing the photos, we noticed a whole bunch of orbs and a white shadowy mist. These were not visible to our naked eyes and only showed up after we reviewed our digital photos. Take it as you will, the orbs might just be dust, but it was a bright sunny day and I had no explanation for the ghostly mists that were seen in the camera. The Afghans told me many people died on this ground, and they were afraid of going in these buildings. These may be haunted barracks.
When his daughter started noticing some movement within her toys, he immediately jumped at the chance to conduct a little paranormal investigation. In the clip, we see that the doll has been placed in front of the camera, and suddenly the head of the doll turns. And it's not just the American Girl dolls that are moving to ensure the presence of an entity.
This is a Justin Bieber doll that my daughters like to play with in the bathtub. They make him swim around. I'm not a fan, but my daughters say he moves by himself. I took one video earlier today, and after reviewing it, it actually looked like he was moving. I'm going to try it again from a different angle to see if I can get it more closer to see what's going on. Again, it's just your normal Justin Bieber plastic Barbie-like sort of like Ken doll, but wearing black underwear. Okay, I'm going to put him down in the same area where my daughters say he moves around, and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to try to put this time again, you see there's no wires, there's no anything, just a regular bathtub. Nothing fishy around here. You know, I'm not sure. I hate this. This isn't really, sometimes it doesn't really focus on something. I don't know. But you can see regular bathroom, nothing funky. I'm going to do what I did before. Turn on the water. I don't know why, but it only happens supposedly when the water's running, so who knows if it makes a vortex or something crazy, who knows. Alright, I'm going to try to do it close so you can see Justin Bieber. Again, there's no wires, nothing funky. Put the water on and try to get a close-up. So this is, I don't want it falling in the bathtub in case it knocks over my camera. I'm putting it down. Okay, I'm going to go out here, close the door, and see what happens. can't really tell if it's moved. Does kind of look like it moved. I mean, again, I'm not turning off the camera or anything. There's nothing here.
He then prepared a different act by using different dolls. Like in this clip, we see that Justin Bieber's doll was also performing for the camera. It looks like someone grabbed the doll and slid it across the bathtub, and it seems as though this poltergeist has an affliction with teen heartthrobs. Look what it did with the One Direction dolls. On another day, the user decided to communicate with the spirit present there, so he once again puts the dolls on the bathtub and begins his questioning.
So we've been having some activity again in the bathroom. Something's been moving things even while we're present. This is a tub where my daughters take a bath, and these are some of their dolls. And not using the Justin Bieber doll. We had some activity even last night. My wife was in the tub. We don't have a tub at her master bath. And my wife felt something kind of stroking her hair. But what I'm going to show you with these dolls, I'm going to set these up over here. This entity seems to like playing with male dolls more than female dolls, because my daughters have Barbies too. So I have One Direction here, and it's, you know, Louis, Zayn, Niall. I don't know these guys. I guess Harry. So I have them all set up over here, and I'm going to show you that, look, there's no strings. Previous Justin Bieber, nobody's in the tub. You see when you pick them up, put them down. Other people said, hey, he's got strings, but look, there's no strings. No strings. Oops, let me put these back. No strings, no nothing. All right, these guys are back up. So I'm going to keep it all in the frame. I'm going to keep them in the frame at all times so you can see there's nothing weird going on. Just me here in my daughter's bathroom with these dolls. That is weird, but so we're going to ask some questions and see if anything moves. Is there anybody here with us? Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me get everything settled so I can get them all. Hold on. Let me put this camera down. That was weird. Something just kind of knocked into me when I was asking a question. So let me stabilize this thing. And let me keep everything in the frame. Hold on while I get this. All right, I've washed my thumbs. Here we go. Almost. Bear with me now. Just getting this here. All right, I think I got it. All right, is there anybody here with us? Are there any entities here with us? If you are, all right, they're here. Dolls moved. Something's going on here. Something's really going on here. Are you dead? Are you dead? I guess you are. All right, so that means yes if you move the dolls. Did you die in this house? Take that as no. Did you die near this house? Doll moved. I'll take that as a yes. Are you 1 year old? Nothing. Are you 2 years old? Nothing. What? 2 years old? Are you 2 years old? Are you 3 years old? Or now you're saying you're 3 years old. Are you saying you're 4 years old because 2 plus 2? Knock into the dolls again if you're saying you're 4 years old. Well, let's try a different question. Are you Native American? Are you Native American? Take that as a no. Maybe. Were you murdered? Were you murdered?
While asking questions, the spirit seems kind of interactive at first, but gradually it looks like the entity wanted to cut question time short by throwing the camera, and the video ends there immediately after that incident. So was it really a haunted place, or was it really a well-prepared hoax? You decide. Number 19. Our next video comes from the channel Archivo Extincto, and he says that in this video, the place that they are exploring is one that should not be allowed to visit. For unclear reasons, they claim that it's extremely dangerous and off limits, but they nevertheless go in to see if they can record anything noteworthy to broadcast to their viewers. Despite the fact that their inquiry initially seems quite uninteresting, that immediately changes. The atmosphere at the location and the voices of a little child emanating from somewhere nearby add to the spooky sense of the area. They hear the same sound a minute later, and it almost sounds like the same voice, which...
Yo ahorita escuché como una voz de un niño, no sé si te fijaste. Bueno, no sé si fue a lo mejor que provino de fútbol.
If it is, makes it 10 times scarier. We cannot blame them for being extremely frightened as they take a few tentative steps outdoors to continue their investigation. They see something, or rather plenty of things, scattered across the ground.
Mira esto, güey. ¿Qué es eso? No mames. Al parecer son gallinas. Huele muy feo. Parece que no tienen cabeza, güey. ¿Te fijas? Allá. Mira. Justo aquí. Justo donde se escuchó. Adentro, güey.
Largely dead remains of chicken lying around. A series of unusual and extremely bizarre incidents seem to happen to them a short time later as they explore one of the neighboring regions. First, while utilizing the Ovilus device, a loud blast and a spike could be heard from the entrance. However, when the area was checked, nobody was located. They hear more loud noises coming from the building that prove them that they were not alone. They've experienced some truly bizarre events up to this point, including children screaming, objects being thrown, and a string of dead chickens, but they have not yet encountered any physical paranormal activity. However, this all changed when they were filming the abandoned structure when they managed to capture an awful, dark, unnerving figure peeking out from one of the rooms. Even though the two detectives experience all of these terrifying and unsettling things, they nevertheless manage to maintain their composure and move forward. But the two sounds they hear next absolutely shock them to their cores.
¿Qué? ¿O eso fue un niño? A ver, cerca de mí. ¿Qué? ¿O eso fue un niño? Gritos.
The first sound is that of a small child calling for its mommy, which really creeps out the investigators. Nevertheless, the investigators again resumed their work, and after some time, they heard faint screams coming from one of the rooms. The one voice you just heard translates to help in English. So who exactly needs help and what are they in danger from? A couple of minutes later, the two are outside and see a door propped up against the wall, which in and of itself really isn't that creepy.
A ver. ¿Qué fue eso? No te pases, Kevin.
But what happens to it in just a matter of seconds certainly is. Because the door was propped up against the wall, fell to the ground automatically. It's also worth noting that there doesn't seem to be any wind that would cause this door to fall down on the ground like that. And even if there was, it definitely wasn't strong enough of a gust capable of knocking down an entire door. Then just a couple of minutes later, yet another object falls.
¿Viste eso?
Another heavy thing falls, making a loud noise, even though there was no one outside the house. The investigators were so horrified by this most recent incident that they decided to stop their investigation. Undoubtedly, this was one of the more exciting paranormal investigations ever. Of course, one's own interpretation will determine whether anything is genuine or not. Number 18. Being a security guard at the San Francisco Armory would probably require somebody who's pretty brave. The representation of the video delivers quite a bit of situations to help us better understand what exactly is happening in the following footage. Armory security officer Alex Nunes, who's worked at the San Francisco Armory for over 5 years, captured a ghost opening the two main doors to the lounge in the Armory. After hearing what sounded like chairs moving in the lounge area, Nunes began recording on his phone. He would stop walking when he would hear movement in the lounge. On his second encounter with the spirit, he immediately stopped and captured the two doors opening inwards and towards the lounge. Nunes was the only person in the Armory when this occurred on his shift.
Oh, hell no. This is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm here in this building by myself, bro. By myself.
After inspecting the lounge, all the windows were shut and closed. And when we look into the video, sure enough, we see Alex slowly makes his way to the doors. They begin to open slowly by themselves, causing Alex a panicked reaction before quickly walking away from the area in fear. And it's hard to blame him, especially considering he's in a building by himself with no other employees there to assist him. But thankfully, no harm was caused to Alex. But that still doesn't mean there wasn't anything keeping him company that night. Number 17. This video comes to us from a YouTube channel known as Alice in Wonderland 74, who uploaded the following truck dash cam video to a channel on August 1st, 2020. It barely lasts for 10 seconds, but the footage, which was shot on a highway in Marietta, Georgia, is quite unsettling and will leave you wondering. What is perhaps the most interesting, though, is that when the truck driver called the local sheriff's department, they informed him that other people had called out about the exact same spot and said that they thought they saw a woman. The uploader of the video claims that the truck driver saw a creepy figure and thought he may have accidentally run someone over upon exiting the vehicle for inspection. So was it real or just a hoax? I'll let you decide. Number 16. This clip comes from a man named Neon V. White, who was filming a video for his TikTok account and wants to showcase his piano skills, and is just about ready to begin playing a song. In the beginning of the recording, everything seems well, but little does Neon know, something creepy happens to him.
Alright, what's up guys? Neon here. I got bored over the quarantine and I'm trying to learn the piano. So yeah, leave some comments down in the comment section for any suggestions.
As he starts playing the piano, the door behind him shuts automatically. In the clip, we can see that Neon was completely into playing the piano, so he obviously didn't notice when the door handle, which was moving all by itself. Then after some time,
Okay, so the door just opened. As you can see right here, I was recording just over there, and the door opened. That was interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna go back into my room and completely ignore that happened. The door just closed again, but the other door. I'm not gonna have any of that. I'm just gonna close the door and completely ignore that.
that same door slammed open. After that, Neon quickly responded, and he decides to get up and investigate the matter, but is unable to find anything of interest. That is, at least, not with his own eyes, because his camera captures something rather chilling at the end.
The door just opened. As you can see right here, I was recording just over there.
A dark figure of a human inside his room, just standing beside him, can be seen clearly until he pans the camera towards himself. So what do you think? Was there actually some sort of creepy, ghostly presence in Neon's house that day, or was this just a faked video in hopes of getting some views? You be the judges. I'll let you decide. Number 15. This video recording contains two different locations, but the same strange incident. The first clip was uploaded by a Facebook user named Just Jen. CCTV has been a staple ever since the 1940s, and it's helped us catch criminals, danger, and the creepiest thing of all, paranormal activity, which is especially terrifying when it's caught. In the clip, we can see a narrow little hallway. where we see a black, mysterious figure appearing for a nanosecond and vanishing into thin air. Whatever that thing was, it certainly doesn't look friendly. Some commenters seem to believe this could have been sped up footage of somebody stealing bits and bobs off of the trolley, but something about the body language and the shadowy figure makes it seem a little more sinister than a bit of petty theft. The second clip is uploaded by a YouTuber named Tubba Rubber. Take a look at this clip. It seems like Fook High School has a ghostly janitor, and there is a chance that the cart was pulled off screen by a string, but the actual janitor said that the cart was way too heavy for that. There's no way someone off camera just gave it a little push. The uploader claims that nobody was recorded on the other CCTV cameras entering or leaving the rooms or even near the corridor. And nothing explains the fact that the cart seems to take a designated path towards the bathroom. But what do you think? Was it a real ghost or just a hoax? Number 14. This video was uploaded on March 8th, 2021 by YouTuber Urbex Hill and documented himself out to explore staggering and beautiful and completely untouched Hungarian Lutheran church. As you watch the video, you'll be astounded by how beautiful and intact the church's interior appears. However, it's shockingly true. At one point in the investigation, Urbex is filling the stained glass windows, which is absolutely stunning. However, if you look at the hallway at that time, you'll notice something unsettling. A dark figure could be seen blocking the window at the end of the hallway and vanished without a trace. Then, just as he is about to head up the staircase, Urbex hears something that catches his attention. Whispering faint voices coming from different parts of the room, creating the perfect eerie atmosphere. And then, as he is about to, he hears yet another voice whispering in the hallway as he makes his way across the staircase. This encounter shook them up a bit, and it stopped them dead in their tracks. Number 13. This is another recording from the YouTube channel named Supernatural, which this time chose an allegedly old abandoned chemical factory for exploration, where he recorded this creepy incident right after he entered.
这不红沙花吗？我的妈呀！别看见沙花都害怕。那啥呀？哪有东西啊？对面也没东西啊。 没有啊，啥东西啊？哪里啊？哪个？对面远处。啥？我操！
When he was just starting his broadcasting live, he managed to record something disturbing. In the clip, we can see that behind the stairs there's a mysterious figure that haunts him the whole time when he was inside the factory.
先生吗？不错。我操！我的妈！吓我一跳，家人们！我操你妈！别走啊！我操！自己把门开了，我操！我操！他妈流血了吗？家人们，还他妈流着血了！我操！操你妈！操！哦，操你妈！是不是在这里出来的，家人们？操他妈了个巴子！过来！操你妈！有理！啥东西咱不好使啊！
When the YouTuber uses the bell to request the presence of a ghost, suddenly the bathroom door opens and inside we see a mysterious figure like before shown in the clip. But when he runs and checks the place, nobody is there. After that incident, he decides to lock himself in the room and summon the spirit, which was quite a bad idea. While he's locked inside a room, we don't see anyone or any movements.
必须干啊！门关着呢啊！快起来们，关着呢！操他个弟弟！搂的啊！操他妈！我他妈能冲他吗？家人们！我操你妈！我操你妈！我操你妈呀！我操！操你妈！我他妈出来！ 操你妈！镜子里边啊！操你妈！快起来吧！我操你妈了个巴子！来出来！操他妈！我操！
but by the help of the camera we see the figure does not once but twice behind his back. That terrifying figure of a woman clearly does not give him peace. After all these events, he goes back inside for the last time and tries to summon the spirit as before, and this time, behind his back,
下身。哎呀，我操你妈！我操！我爹妈！哎呦，我操！
appears the figure of a woman who scares him so much that he runs away for good. So was all that he recorded real evidence that the location is actually haunted, or could the explanation be a lot simpler? I'll let you be the judge. Number 12. Our next recording is from the YouTube channel Fourth Wall. The channel lately has been sparking some controversy between skeptics and believers due to the bone-chilling footage. Before seeing the bone-chilling video, let's quickly go back to see how it all started. Long story short, Maguro, who now owns a house, which he now believes to be allegedly haunted. So the owner somehow reached out to the Fourth Wall to share his weird experiences with the haunted house. He claims that the previous owner, Mr. Ichira, bought it at a bargain price and sold it to him at an even lower rate. During a chat between them, Maguro also found out that 2 of its previous owners left in a hurry shortly after buying it. But when he asked why, everything started to make sense. Ichiro was not so scared when he captured his cat acting weird and things moving on their own. The true fear only came to him when he started seeing the ghosts of a young man he refers to as the guy. He even used an app to create a sketch of the apparition, which turned out to be pretty accurate according to him. Fast forward to 2021, Maguro got a hold of some paranormal footage that has been circulating around other compilation channels, but it's what he captured in 2022 that made his blood run cold. The clip at first just looks like an average paranormal video. But what makes it a lot creepier is the fact that the water can never come out from both ends if you turn the handle one way. The water comes out of the tap, but if you turn it the other way, it comes out of the shower. According to him, it's physically impossible to turn both ends at the same time. So was it really a haunted house or just a well-prepared hoax? You are the judges. Number 11. This video comes from an Arabic YouTuber known as Adventures Between Monsters, and he posted a series of lengthy Snapchat videos to his story. There's not much to be found in the video. About halfway through the movie, the explorers and YouTuber are outside when they come upon something genuinely scary that stops them in their tracks. During the search, the terrain appears to be rather desolate and not particularly creepy, but that all changes very quickly.
هاي شايف بلمعة يا الله شو بلمع يا الله يا عمي يا الله بلمعة قول يا رب بس ما هو راح نلد اللمعة بلمعة يا زلمة مش طبيعية.
They come across a strange figure in a field while walking and they shine a light on it. The figure has bright eyes, and the group stands there in utter confusion for a minute or so before attempting to move closer to it.
لازم زي الذهب. استنى هينا ماشيين عليه. غلام الخريطة والله لف علينا يا زلمة شو هاللمعة اللي بيها هي؟ شو هذا اللي ما فاهم. نريد الخريطة. بيحكي مش تعال نلحقه. طلعنا جبل عالي. جدا بلمعة مش طبيعية. لد امشي امشي عمي هذا اختفى. صور بيها.
هي قاعد بأشر النغاد.
معقول؟
والله وين شجر؟ هي وين شجرة
شجرة؟
شجرة الصخرة هي وين؟
طب يلا
نقرب عليه؟
لا قال لك ختيار لا تقرب اتركه خلص. دلنا انتهى الموضوع. هيظلوا متعدي.
To see what it is, the figure has already begun to move away from the YouTuber's point of view. After some time, the uploader and his friends decide to pack their things and leave, although this means we'll likely never fully understand who or what this figure is. Probably for the best that the uploader and his friends escaped without being hurt. The uploader even tries to call out towards it, but doesn't receive any kind of response. In fact, whatever this figure is seems not to be harmful, but we won't know for sure since they never get close enough to find out, which was definitely a wise choice. Number 10. Our next recording is from the YouTube channel El Payaso de la Toledo. This time he traveled to an abandoned hospital with a group of ghost hunters, where they were able to record weird and scary sounds and voices.
¿te encuentras aquí? Ay, pues.
¿Qué fue ese ruido?
Como un llanto. ¿Eres tú, ¿Eres tú?
Escuche.
¿Dónde estás? Hola. Cadena subir.
No se arrastra, ¿eh? ¿Qué fue eso? Se está cayendo el techo. Oye. Una camilla. Oye.
Como se arrastran camillas.
Sí.
Y por aquí, de hecho, váyase por aquí. Esta parte es la rampa por donde subían las camillas. Aquí está el área de urgencias. Este es el área de urgencias, es donde estaba la morgue, el crematorio acá atrás. Pero por aquí es por donde subían a las personas, Ernesto, ya después de estar en urgencias, pues subían aquí al
hospital,
a los cuartos, por esta rampa subían en las camillas, subían a las personas. Y otra cosa que estuvimos escuchando, payaso, ambulancia.
¿Se escucha algo?
Estoy escuchando. Hola. ¿Quién eres?
¿Qué es eso que está ahí, payaso?
¿Alguien va caminando?
¿Qué es eso que está ahí, payaso?
Hay algo que está ahí, payaso.
Hola. ¿Quién eres?
Se vio algo ahí,
clarito como una cabeza. Como que venía sobre nosotros caminando. Y llorando, ¿eh? Y llorando.
Desapareció, ¿eh?
Things get even worse and 10 times scarier when they witness a mysterious dark figure that vanishes without a trace after a while. Then they continue their investigations until they come upon another terrible figure.
Aquí hay un pentagrama invertido.
A ver, baje la luz tantito.
Obviamente se bajó.
Ahí está.
Un pentagrama satánico. ¿Hay alguien aquí?
Oye.
Hay alguien parado, mira. ¿Alguien de blanco? Hay alguien parado, mira. ¿Alguien de blanco? Hay alguien parado, mira. ¿Alguien de blanco? Ay, ya no está.
Yo no lo vi. No lo vi, no lo agarré. A ver, lo checo. Pero muy tenue, lo vi muy tenue.
This time a woman with long dark hair and a white robe, who vanishes without a trace like the last apparition. So was it a real ghost caught on camera, or is it just a hoax? You are the judges. You decide. Number 9. This recording is uploaded by a person named Alex Escobar. Going on a haunted tour kind of does what it says in the tin, but don't let that lure you into a false sense of security, because the video Alex Escobar captured inside the House of Laments might prove that not all of those spooks are part of the show. In the beginning of the video, we see nothing, but when Alex puns the camera around, the second time, a mysterious lady wearing a white gown appears out of nowhere, standing right in front of him. However, he had no idea at the time, nor did any of his family members see the creepy figure. It was only when he got back home and looked a little closer at the footage that the rush of fear gripped him. None of his family members were wearing a white gown when we went back to see what it could be. The staff confirmed that the weird white figure captured was not part of the tour attraction, but when we take a look at the history of this haunted house, it all starts to make a little more sense. It was built back in the 18th century as a mansion for the Marquess of St. Clement's daughter in 1890. But later, a man by the name of Tedio Magia purchased the building and moved in with his wife Costanza. She died soon thereafter, and the details are slightly foggy. Some sources say she was stabbed in the neck during a home invasion, and others say she died a few streets away. Tedio's heart was torn to shreds at the loss of his much-loved wife, and he began to suffer a mental breakdown. And grief can take people to dark places. Tedio Magia decided to take measures into his own hands. He brutally murdered again and again in the very house we saw in the video. He was performing human sacrifices and rituals in a desperate attempt to contact his dead wife. The true number of lives he claimed still remains a mystery, as he killed himself shortly after, but several remains were found scattered in the basement. Years later, legend has it that the screams of his victims still echo through the halls, and many different paranormal phenomena have been reported by visitors. So could the strange figure in Alex's video be the tortured soul of his wife, or even a previous victim? Number 8. This video was uploaded by a YouTube channel named D-Doc McCall. Both YouTubers, Titch and McCall, decide to investigate an allegedly haunted building where they saw something that they were not aware of. The video starts off with ghostly bumps and bangs, but when the cameraman decided to check out the abandoned office building, the activity soon took a turn for the worse.
계십니까?
지금 저 부르시는 거예요? 이 건물에 대한 뭔가 그런 것 같아. 야! 와! 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 아! 오이씨! 오, 깜짝이야! 오이씨! 뭐야? 뭘? 와, 도면! 뭐라 했어, 방금? 여러분, 방금 들은 사람? 방금 뭐라 했어? 잠깐만요. 하지 마세요. 아, 제가 갈게요. 뭐야? 혼자가, 뭐야? 오, 씨발.
Suddenly, we see that a sheet of paper flips by itself in front of our eyes. Unsurprisingly, the cameraman went to another area, but whatever spooked him in the office seems to have latched onto him already. But the cameraman doesn't stick around to find out as he flees once again.
뭐야? 그래서 뭐 비린내가 되게 났나?
This time, into one of the building's quarters, and the room seems picturesque aside from one thing. He spots on the floor which stops him dead. He sees dried blood. So what do you guys think? Number 7. Soy Ramses is a YouTube channel that focuses on a man named Ramses who uploads content related to the paranormal and various different investigations and much more. In this video uploaded on January 3rd, 2021, Ramses goes to an eerie haunted cemetery at an unknown location to conduct an investigation. Luckily or unluckily for Ramses, he got what he wished for at around the 7-minute mark. Ramses is shining his flashlight in front of him when something startling catches his eye.
Estoy un poco... ¡A la madre! ¿Qué es eso? ¡A la madre! ¡Ay, que me caigo! ¡A la madre! ¡Ay, que me caigo! Dios.
A mysterious dark figure walks amongst the graves and then quickly vanishes without a trace. Later on, at 1:30 a.m., Ramses uses a spirit box in an attempt to make contact with the dead. What at first sounds like a bunch of static activity suddenly starts to make sense.
Te estoy molestando aquí. ¿Necesitas algo? Te estoy molestando aquí. ¿Necesitas algo? ¿Te estoy molestando? ¿Por qué dijiste mi nombre? Cuando vino creo que se quedó un poco más adelante de aquí. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¡A la verga! ¡Ay, no!
The word La Carte translates to leave. If the spirit box only said La Carte, then you could probably brush it off as a fluke, but a few seconds later, it happens again. A little later, while standing in the middle of the cemetery road, he sees a white, creepy hooded figure walking amongst the graves. The sight of the figure chills him to his core, At this point, Ramses is on the verge of leaving, but he isn't done quite yet. He tries to taunt the paranormal entity that is in the cemetery, but something scary happens to him. As he decides to continue his investigation, he starts calling out to any spirits present in the area. He feels an eerie distortion in the path until suddenly a creepy figure peeks out at him from one of the graves. This encounter with the paranormal really scares him and causes him to run away. But what do you guys think about it? Is it just a well-prepared mystification or something dark? You are the judges. You decide.
Number 6.
This clip was posted by a YouTube channel named Tiberius Woodbeard. The clip is about a pet trying to give a kiss to her owner, but pay close attention to the doll with the white bonnet and the black pigtails.
Kiss? It's not a kiss, Isa. Come on, kiss.
Oh, she tries.
The recording turns out to be yet another dose of dolly-fueled nightmares. Lily, the haunted doll, doesn't seem to be a fan of any loud disturbances. She very subtly moves her head towards the noise in an almost sinister way.
Number 5.
This creepy video recording was posted by Bake Jen on his YouTube channel. It's indeed true that we all have that one friend who we know was terrible to wake up, but honestly, it could be compared with this following creepy video. We couldn't find much background story on the clip aside from the extremely ominous description of a family performing rituals to exorcise evil spirits. But what happened was so terrifying, and they weren't lying. Take a look.
แม่มเอ้ยแม่มพามาแล้วเด้อแม่มนอนแล้วเด้อนี่แม่มกดเอาเด้อแม่มนี่เนาะทางมาหาในหมอแล้วนี่แม่มกดเอาแม่มก็เป็นเดือนแล้วก็นี่นะเป็นได้เดือนนี้มันนะหมอ2 คืนมันจะนอนรับซื่อๆแล้วมันจะเหลือมันก็มือไปก็เลยยากเลยมือไปตัดใส่หมอในหมอเดินไปเด้อดาวดีด่าเด้อ
Soon after starting the ritual, this family's worst nightmare comes to life. In the clip, we see that her eyes have now become lifeless, voids of pure darkness. In a desperate attempt to eradicate the evil from the girl's body, her family tried to stop her drinking the dark, mysterious substance that came out of the egg that was used in the ritual, but it doesn't seem to have much effect because soon after she collapses, and the true horror begins. The VHS feel that we get from this scary video makes things even creepier, almost as if it's part of a clever creepypasta or a real horror movie. But one thing's for sure, we should probably leave the exorcisms to the priests, but what do you think? I'll let you be the judge.
Number 4.
This footage was uploaded by a TikTok page named Mayapa. This mysterious clip is a little less spooky, but a hell of a lot more weird. Take a look. In the clip, everybody hurries to the woman's aid. Even the dog notices something strange, but when they all dive under the bus to retrieve her mangled body, she vanishes. There's no trace of her left. No blood, no bones, no hair, nothing. It's like she was never there at all. Can it be an optical illusion, or why else would the bus driver have reacted this way?
Number 3.
This video shows the historic haunted Magnolia Hotel located in Seacom, Texas. The hotel offers ghost tours. It was built in 1840. This hotel has a self-checking facility where several portions are left unrestored because their owners experienced one portaged activity after another. The owners of that building decided to offer their guests the opportunity to experience it, as the building's entire second floor is rumored to be haunted and open for exploration. The hotel staff provides all the tools and equipment they would need to communicate with the entities present in this spooky place. This clip was shared by one of their guests who had experienced some paranormal activity. The clip shows one of the hotel rooms, and what happens next is unexplainable. You must have seen the balls moving on the floor, but did you notice the white gown moving itself? And how would you explain the black shadow that appears from the wall and suddenly vanishes?
Number 2.
The following is uploaded by an Instagram user named Paranormal Tales. The clip is all about a doll which moves by itself.
Moving.
Okay, we'll see. But I think it's just your imagination.
Look, it's moving.
At first, everything seems to be fine. The atmosphere is also warm and comforting aside from just one thing: the creepy doll that starts to move its arms and torso in a jerking and almost frantic manner. And there ends the clip. So what do you think?
Number 1.
This last clip was uploaded by Facebook user named Let Me Go Cerna. The user posted a haunting yet of exercise equipment in a Singapore park, furiously moving heavy equipment on its own. Let's hope this entity doesn't get too focused on fitness. And that is going to wrap it up today, you guys. I hope you liked the video. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and hit that notification bell. This has been The Haunter, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep it creepy.